Have you ever wondered about the bones of a story? What did the outline look like before the characters hijacked it? Ophelia Kee always wondered the same things about her own stories. As a discovery writer, the chaotic pantser style, not even the author knew how the tales in the Draoithe Saga would go until they went. Backward analyzing one story while busy writing the next tale or two somehow never happened. Apparently, OK put things off long enough, and some fancy computer magic will provide us with those long-wished-for story overviews. We can finally X-ray the tales from the dream and see their skeletons. Shall we investigate the next story in the dream?
So, have you ever wondered what would happen if a knight who's hundreds of years old and totally bound by honor just happens to meet a woman who's, well, lost her humanity? We are diving deep into Still Waters by Ophelia Kee today, which is the first book in the Shadowed Dreams miniseries. And let me tell you, this story just throws you right into a world of magic, serious danger, and a love that, no joke, was written in the stars. Let's get right into it. The story kicks off with this really simple but incredibly heavy line. Welcome to the dream. And that's not just a friendly greeting, it's really more of an invitation, but also a warning. It's the first sign that we are about to step into a reality where all the lines are blurred and really nothing is what it seems. And that dream, that's the whole world of the Draoithe Saga. It's not just some background setting. The magic of the dream is a real active force in this world. It's almost like a character all on its own, constantly pushing and pulling the destinies of every single person who gets caught up in it. So, what even is the Draoithe Saga? Okay, imagine for a second there's this secret war being fought all around us by immortal beings, and their whole job is to keep the world's magical balance from just tipping over into total chaos. And the key to winning this war? Well, it all comes down to these super powerful, fated couples that the dream itself seems to be creating.
Okay, so who are these fated couples? Let's meet the first half of our pair. This is a guy on a mission, a true knight, bound by chivalry, and his entire world is just about to get shattered into a million pieces. Say hello to Leevi. The best way to picture him is like a classic knight in shining armor, but with a pretty big twist. His whole life, and we're talking over 300 years, has been guided by a super strict code and one single driving promise.
And right here, this profile, it just sets up a classic tragedy. For centuries, Leevi's life has been all about his knightly code. His mission is to find Inari, his lost betrothed. And it's not just about love for him, it's about fulfilling a promise he sees as sacred. But when he finally tracks her down to this creepy barn, he finds out he's tragically, horribly too late. And this quote, wow, it tells you everything you need to know about his character. He has just discovered his promised love is gone, and in that moment of just absolute gut-wrenching grief, what does he do? He doesn't even hesitate. His honorable instincts just kick in, and his mission completely pivots from a personal rescue to a totally selfless one. And you can really see that pivot right here. His original mission, the one that was all about love and duty, has failed. But his core identity, who he is, a protector, it just immediately takes over. He couldn't save the one person he was promised to, so he decides he's going to save everyone else instead. So, who are these captives he's trying to save? Well, among them is the other half of our story, a woman whose life hasn't just been turned upside down. Nope, it's been stolen from her and rewritten into a complete nightmare. This is Sophia. Her life used to be about peace and wellness. She was a yoga instructor, but she was kidnapped, forced into these illegal medical experiments that turned her into a wolf shifter, and it just completely erased the person she was before.
I mean, the absolute horror of her situation is just laid bare in this timeline. Just 1 week ago, she was a yoga instructor, a humanist, someone who believed in science and reason. And today she's a caged medical experiment, a werewolf who has lost every last shred of hope. The book actually describes her as having completely given up. She's trapped, she's been dehumanized, she's refusing to eat or drink. She is literally welcoming death because it feels like the only way out of this nightmare. Her spirit is just completely broken.
And this is it. This is the moment. The raid on the barn starts, and these two completely broken souls, a grieving knight and a hopeless captive, they are about to collide in a way that is going to change absolutely everything. Just try to imagine you're Sophia in that cage. Your rescuer finally shows up, and he's something impossible. He seems to be made of both man and water, this fluid, unstoppable force. After everything she's been through, all the brutality, this is the first moment of actual magic she has ever seen. And for Leevi, the connection is just as unbelievable. His magic, the actual watery essence of who he is pulling him toward this captive wolf shifter in a way he has never, ever experienced before. This is the dream, tilting the entire game board. So, their rescue leads them to a sanctuary, a safe place called Draoithe. But just being safe, that's only the first step. The real journey is them trying to figure out if they can heal. Not just from their own trauma, but if they can heal with each other. So what is this crazy force that's pulling them together? In this world, it's the idea of a life mate. It's not just some simple attraction. It's a deep, magical recognition. Sophia's brand new wolf instincts are just screaming at her that Leevi is hers, even while her rational, human mind is still just reeling from all the trauma.
And this question, this becomes the absolute heart of their story. How can they possibly build anything on this fated bond when they're both so unbelievably broken? You have to remember, Leevi is duty-bound to a full year of mourning for his lost love, while Sophia is just struggling to accept that she isn't even fully human anymore. Their path forward is not easy, and it really follows these crucial steps. First, finding sanctuary. It's not just about a physical place, it's about finding a whole community that accepts them for who they are now. Then, healing their wounds is both physical and emotional. Joining the pack means they're officially becoming part of this new world. And only then, after all of that, can they even begin to face the challenge of loving again. So, when you strip it all down, past all the magic and the fantasy, the story is really about something incredibly human. At its core, it's about Leevi finding redemption, not for failing to save his betrothed, but by choosing to protect this new love he's found. It's about Sophia's incredible resilience, her refusal to let her trauma define her. And in the end, it's about a fated love that's so powerful, it gives them both the strength to heal and to build a brand new life from the ashes of their old one. And we're going to end with this final thought from Leevi. It's such a beautiful play on the book's title. Sophia, she becomes his still waters. And his entire future, his whole eternity, becomes about exploring the depth of the love he's found with her. It's just a powerful end to a story that's all about finding hope in the absolute darkest of places.
I sincerely hope you enjoyed this view of a story skeleton, glimpsing the characters, setting, and plot structure along with the twists within the writing in this tale from the Draoithe Saga by Ophelia Kee. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more original stories and audio adventures. A special thank you to OK Music Writers for writing and for sharing the Enter the Dream soundtrack. It's more than a story, it's an experience. Welcome to the dream.